After my grandfather sadly passed away, I decided it was time to take out a $3 million loan, move out to his old farm, and restart over from scratch. Find out what happens today. Well, we are right now headed to Granddad's old farm. The one bad thing about heading to Granddad's old farm is I don't really know. I know a rough area that this is the area where it was. I know Granddad really wanted me to have the farm, but I don't really remember where it was at. He always told me he had 2 different locations, which we sold off all of his pigs and stuff like that, and we actually made a pretty good chunk of change off of that. I also went and got a loan because I wanted to have $3 million to kind of restart his farm with. I just wish I knew where it was at. You know, these farmers right here look like they kind of know. They look like they've been here for a little bit. I wonder if I can just stop in over here and at least see if they know where my granddad's old farm was, because it's 2 different areas. He has like a satellite farm and he has a main farm. I do know his main farm is close to his house. I know where his house is, but I don't know where his main farm is. So that there, and then you said head down that road right there. Then I'll come across the road that's like a driveway with fences on both sides, and go a little bit further. There'll be another road go down there. Should the main farm be around there in that area somewhere? All right. Well, y'all have yourselves a good one. I'm gonna head on out of here. Alrighty, I guess we'll take a look at the satellite farm a little bit later. I think I'm gonna at least head on back over here, at least try to find the house and the farm, because I think it'd be something pretty interesting to see. Because, I mean, I haven't been here in years. Alrighty, it said turn down here. There'll be like a little farm or something like that. Yeah, this start to bring back some memories. Oh yeah, now that looks like, yeah, it's gotta be it. This is only something my grandfather would have. So if you kind of look here, everything that's in purple is what belongs to us. So this big field right here, all these like little smaller fields and stuff like this is what belongs to us technically. And the even better part is all this equipment. Man, I thought he had newer equipment than this. What is this combine? New Holland 76 RT. Oh, good Lord. I mean, he's got to have better traction. Ooh, that don't look good. Come on. Oh. Yeah, we definitely need to do some upgrading. If I'm gonna be farming this many acres, we definitely need to do some upgrading. It looks like he was a little bit of a Case IH fan, but I think I'm gonna actually head on towards the house, ladies and gentlemen. I know this wasn't really much of a big episode, but I wanted y'all to kind of see the building process of this all. Thank you to Chestnut and William for inviting me out to this series. I do really appreciate these guys for letting me join. And for the people who do not know, this is the first time I've ever played on this map. And for people who's going to ask, this is Medicine Creek. This is the new map out by MRG Mapping. Great map, really do love it. And I think he did a fantastic job with it. And I'm really excited to see what all happens with this map. So this is the hog barns my grandfather used to run. We sold all the pigs that was in both of these because really and truly he died about 2 years ago, and I had to get enough financials together because I'm going to try to take over the farm. I do actually really like this grain bin setup. It's a little bit older. You can definitely tell that it's not the best in the world. Let's look back here. Oh, that's a nice grain dryer. Hey, my grandfather knew he was done. He may have not done a whole lot new, but he did at least that grain dryer pretty good. I know he said these hog barns are new-ish, but they are completely paid off, so there's no loans on them. So it looks pretty good in there. Now, here's really what I want to see. I want to see this right here. Now, this was my grandfather's 2 semi-trucks. He had 2 of these. He bought them both identical, brand new, same time. He loved these trucks along with the trailers. And then he had this old setup in here. So he had a combine set up just for this one field right here. And then he had this old Alice Chalmers right here he'd put behind this, and he would just run it as fast as he can. One of the major reasons he had his grain storage here, he actually doesn't have any on his main farm. The main reason he has it over here is because it was easier to feed the pigs that way. I mean, it's a nice little setup and all, but I can't wait to see what the actual farm looks like. I know he said that he had that farm for years. He did one remake over before he died, and he was hoping to at least get to buy new. Alrighty, so we are here at the John Deere dealership. Nothing really too fancy. We're just going to take a look at the tractors. So we do know this much. We were wanting something like an 8R. It's actually a really nice looking one right here with duals. Nice looking tractor. Just not what I'm looking for. I would get one of these, but too new. Like, I'm not looking for anything that's that new. I'm looking for something a little bit older that can run halfway decent. 8530, okay. No weights. You can definitely tell she's been ran a good amount. Rusted chain up here to help weight down. Okay. And for cultivators, really don't need to actually do cultivation, so I'm just looking at planters. So their options are 1770 NT. What is this? I know it's Kinsey. Kinsey 3665. Actually, that with that other tractor that's over there with the rusted weights on the front, actually wouldn't be a bad idea. If I can get both of them for, say, 200K together, we would honestly be looking pretty nice for a decent little planting setup, especially our first planting setup. I'm gonna go talk to them about that because that's actually a really nice planter. I want to see how much they'll charge for that. And $220,000 later, we bought them. Yes, it's a lot more than what I was expecting to pay, but hey, you know what? I think for that setup, it's not actually the worst deal in the world. There we go. She's ready to rock and roll. Now we're able to head on back to the farm. So I'm probably just going to take this to like the satellite farm and honestly just get to work over there on the satellite farm because I know we're planting corn again in that field. Let me check the map here. I think I'm gonna head down this route right here and kind of go the back way towards the house because there's really no perfect direction to honestly go. So I'm gonna head on this way and get back to the farm. And here we are back to the good old satellite farm. We're gonna pull up into here and get her unloaded and see if we can get some seed dropped off, or at least go pick up a seed container from the co-op. Back this on down and we'll go ahead and spread her out. We'll go ahead and spread out the machine. She looks ready to go, so I'm actually going to head to town. I'm going to go ahead and actually drop this trailer because I'm just going to go to town and pick up some good old seed. And after spending way too much money on seed for right now, we have ourselves a machine ready to rock and roll, boys. We have ourselves this new little wagon that we can just use to automatically fill up each one. We'll kind of pull it along, and once that kind of runs out, we will just go ahead and just switch to the bags. Go ahead and shut that off there. Make sure all the lids are all nice and tight. I think we're ready to start planting, ladies and gentlemen. First day of planting. All right, and we're off. So we're going to try to see what we can do about at least getting 2 headlands done first. Push, cut, and shove. We might end up... Yeah, we'll see what we can do. We're going to probably have to section this field off and plant it in sections like Grandpa used to do. He used just to dump all as much seed as he could in his one little box and just head it down the rows. But so far, everything looks like it's doing pretty good. The planter's actually running a little bit better, and really and truly, it's running a little bit longer, so it's holding more seed than I thought it would. But so far, the corn is definitely going down, and we haven't even made it hardly anywhere, though. One thing I definitely want to do is I want to go ahead and maybe look at buying a case planter. As much as I do love this John Deere, it just would be a lot nicer to me to have a Case IH planter so that I have something more reliable. But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to sit here and truck on with planting. Thank y'all so very much. Love and support y'all showing to me and the entire crew here. And I'm going to sit here, use GPS, and try and knock out majority of this planting. Thank y'all so very much. Love and support. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.